Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alana here. Welcome back to 3 Degrees of Love Divination. So, this is actually going to be a bit of a follow-up. So, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this just yet, because I had just this, Victoria Day Monday this past weekend. As I'm filming this, it is Tuesday evening, May 20th. In where I am in Canada, we celebrate Victoria Day and Queen Victoria's birthday. And that was just yesterday, May 19th. And again, since, as you know, we're talking about May and Divine Feminine, Mother's Day, Mary, and yes, I am still working with the both biblical tarots, the Gustave Doré, and all of the decks that I have previously shown you in my last video. But what I wanted to focus on today is to talk about the thoughtful journey. This is the TJ line oracle cards. The artwork is by Carrie Slack, and this past Monday, as I was saying, I had the wonderful opportunity of meeting and speaking with TJ, the creator of this wonderful deck. And mind you, because, you know, and you'll hear all of this during, you know, the interview. But TJ works on a Disney cruise, and as she does that, and they happen to dock, she doesn't always have access to internet or proper internet. Or stable internet, if you will. But she was able to do this interview with me on this past Monday. Well, that being yesterday, but probably by the time you're seeing this, it's, you know, Monday. It could be, you know, the beginning of the week, and you might be seeing this video at the end of the week. Who knows? But anyways, and you know, it was such a wonderful conversation to have the opportunity to talk with TJ, this wonderful creator who is also Canadian, a fellow Canadian, but she happens to travel all over the place because of her work, and as a beautiful dancer, and of course, you know, the as wonderful as and very intriguing and engaging that my opportunity to discuss her creation with her, it ended up being rushed because she was on limited time, and of course, you know, but it was such a great discussion, and time just flew so fast. So, you know, bear that in mind when you are seeing the video and the interview. But I had such a wonderful time with TJ, and I know that you know, we do hope to be able to get together again, you know, to even talk more about the deck, and even, you know, do a collective reading together, you know, and just see how that goes. But in the meantime, I wanted to share this deck with you because as I am ready, I have put away some decks, and I'm ready to bring this into rotation. And this deck, and you'll hear all about it in the interview, but has this very special connection. And I did manage to share that in the interview video, which you'll see. Depending on how long this ends up being, I might just you know, sort of collab it together with this, or might just keep it as a separate video, but we shall see how that goes. In the meantime, if you like my content, please, I welcome you to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you're always up in the know when I do post my next video. And I love doing collab videos, and being able to meet and discuss with wonderful creators and how their creativity comes to be, and just how much in alignment I feel like their work is with overall what I am trying to do here for myself, here on my channel, and even building my spiritual practice, and so on and so forth. So all of this just it means a lot to me, and just even the connectivity to this deck, like I said. So I'm going to show you. So I think I did show you in a previous video a little bit about what the box looks like, but maybe not completely. But here's it's thoughtful journey. There's no better moment than now to define how you truly imagine your life to be. And that's TJ Milne. And on the back we have there's 46 cards plus a guidebook. We have where the deck was printed in China, but it is lovingly created here at home, and of course with the collab help of the artists, which you get to hear all about in the interview. So please stay tuned and look out for that. Anyways, here's the back. So life is an enchanting dance. It sure is. Filled with unexpected miracles. With every step, twirl, or leap in life, we allow the waltz of opportunities to entice us to discover more about our soul. Through this vibrant deck featuring the magical artwork of Carrie Slack, the dancers guide you to experience a thoughtful journey into your own life's dance. Each card offers profound wisdom, gentle healing, and inspiration through movement. Deepen the connection with your inner being and reignite the unique dance between your mind, body, and spirit. Tap into the profound love, peace, healing, and guidance this deck has to offer. Trust the rhythm of your heart and enjoy every step. Your thoughtful journey begins now. And I love that. And you'll even hear me talk about, how connected I felt, that the way that she talks about dance, it very much reminded me and was in alignment with, and I mentioned this in the interview, Drea Bloom, and you guys know I've had Drea on my channel as before, and I talk all about her books, and how much I love them, and especially the tarot activity book that I've used, and I will be getting back to using that on my channel as well soon, so stay tuned for that. But the one book that I had, which was I think one of the first ones that Drea had put out and is published under Andy Matzner, Everyone Has a Story. And the link that has to tarot and the hero's journey, and and that idea, and that sort of goes back to what exactly said on the back of this box here, what TJ talks about taking and enjoying every step on your thoughtful journey. Trust the rhythm of your heart, right? And connect with your inner being. Because, we have a life dance, our own life dance, right? Everyone has a story. However you walk, dance, skip, hop through it, every movement, every choice that we make tells a story. So, and the inside of the box here, life is a journey filled with unexpected miracles. And, right? So I think that's very beautiful. Here's what we have for the outer part of the box. And yes, this is independently printed. Dare to follow your heart and the magic of your intuition. So that's the top lid of the box, and then we have the bottom. And this wonderful guidebook. And I do read the first page, clarity here, the first card, and talk about that in the interview. So, right? But we didn't get to go through the whole deck, because again, time was very limited. So, ooh, and here's the artist. Carrie Slack. And Carrie is currently living in Northwest London. And the way that the story of how they came to connect to create this wonderful deck, is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, so I figured since we didn't really get a chance to go through the whole deck during the interview process, I will do the flip through right now, since I still do have the deck in order. And even shuffle and pull a card. So let me just bring this a little bit closer so that you guys can have a better view of the cards. Okay, so clarity, number 1. Here's balance. 2. And I do mention this too in the interview about just how just beautiful I love the clothing, the flow, how it just, yeah, everything that TJ put together and that Carrie drew from what she was given is just absolutely beautiful. And of course, forgive. And I talk about this with TJ, number 3. My life path number is number 3. And and again, how that connectivity to love and 3 degrees and forgiveness, forgive of self, forgive of others, because we are all on our various paths and learning our lessons. 4, intuition. Oh, okay, so now it kind of went out of order. Hold on a second. 6, 7. That was what, 4? Yes. 4, 5, patience. 6, moving on. 7, gratitude. 8, freedom. 'And I love that, because 8, again, the significance of 8 and the infinity symbol, and that idea of strength you know, especially in with the number 8 in a tarot deck, right? But that's also interchangeable depending on the system, right? Because I believe in Thoth and even Marcel, I think the 8 and 11, the meaning, the strength and justice is actually reversed, right? They're interchangeable. So, you know, to me, that idea of infinite wisdom, freedom, the laws of karma, justice, all of that wrapped up into it. You know, we have this dancer who looks to be in a position of surrender and openness. Her arms are wide open. She's basically kneeling, but is also, her chest is wide, her head is up. I would even consider that to be in a matter of a position of surrendering and the opportunity to receive. And in a pose that says, but I am also strong. So I love that. Wish. 9. 10. Heal. And I think in the interview I did make it to at least number 10. I think I do remember that. And we talked about healing. And yes, and I even mentioned I was born on the 10th, on the 9th, supposed 9th month, September. However, that's also Sep is actually, so it's really 7. So it's, anywho, that's a whole nother rabbit hole conversation. But yeah, heal. 11, we have dance. 12, perspective. And so the equivalent to that is the Hanged Man, number 12 in the Major Arcana in a tarot deck, which, as we know, is the person isn't exactly in an upside down hanging position, and it's that understanding of flipping the script, a change in perspective. So I love that. 13, envy. 14, awaken. 15, abundance. 16, laughter. 17, manifest. 18, light. 19, love. And I love how her clothing is green. So it really sort of speaks to the heart chakra. Trust. 21, joy. 22, Judgment. 23, Dream. And I love how we have the dream catcher. Attachment, 24. Transform, 25. And even how we have the beautiful, what looks like butterfly wings that is, you know, meshed into this dancer with her arms, and transform. We're in 2025. This is a year for transformation. Introspection, right? It's the year of the wood snake. It's also the year of the hermit. So taking that time to self-reflect on ourselves. And, you know, that reminds me the understanding, because I hear a lot, you know, there's the talk about the fifth dimension, and the understanding that, you know, where we are in you know, in the world today, with everything that has been going on, this whole big shakeup that has been going on, that we've had to deal with, from a pandemic to the economy, war, fires, floods, right? All of it. It's so that we can transform and move and awaken, right? And, you know, having a better understanding of what it means to be connected to everything, to the divine, to Mother Nature. You know, and like, as I was saying, I hear a lot about the understanding about moving up, and, you know, moving out of the 3D, understanding of the 3D, you know, sort of way of life, and moving into the fifth dimension. Not everybody's gonna make it there. It's whether or not, you know, you're taking the time to choose to do the shadow work, the healing work, and introspection, so that you can evolve and wake up to a higher understanding. Now, you know, I'm not sure if it's fully understood what the fifth dimension is. But the fifth dimension is not a place, but more of a state of mind, an understanding that even in life, what we see, right? So the understanding of taking ourselves out of the 3D realm, right, is that everything that we see is tangible, right? Cards and things like that. But taking the context of what we see in front of us, and understanding that there is a further connectivity beyond the 3D. So in the fifth dimension, we're now understanding that everything is connected. What we do affects the whole. So, you know, and there are movies and things like that, because I of course I always love to connect things to, you know, what I see that can be relatable, which is, you know, why I started the Spiritual Void, you know, with my co-host, and we were talking about, you know, our first couple of episodes, we first talked about Star Wars, and then we talked about, our supernatural experiences. But it's also that having that sense of understanding, that of cause and effect, right? And the choices we make. And that's why I talk about, really understanding, what it means to really do shadow work. It's not just about making peace with the things we've been through, but it's about making peace and recognizing and taking heed and understanding to the choices that we make and how they've come to be based on what we've also been through, and how that in turn can now have a further effect not only onto ourselves but to others. And that's why we always want to be leading a life on path with love, with the highest vibration and integrity possible. We want to be able to elevate ourselves and one another. But as we're doing that, we're also remembering to be mindful and humble, because no one is better than anyone else. So it's having that understanding of balance and recognition of where we are. So anyways, all of that from Transform. Okay, 26. And after all of that transformation, it's time to take a rest, because all of that work can be very exhausting. It can very, very well be very exhausting. After we rest, we get back right in to taking action. 27. Moving forth on, on par to a higher path. Being more in alignment with the truth of who we all are. (28) Having the courage to step forth in truth and authenticity. (28) 29, ego. Being able to surrender the ego. Making sure that as we go forth in courage to take action, right? To do the transformation. All of that is also about confronting the ego. The ego that says that one is more than the other. Right? The masculine and feminine are equal in their power, equal in their roles in creation. Equal within ourselves. our minds and our hearts, they have to work in tandem with one another. They have to be on the same page. So, we're releasing the ego and surrendering that. "31, focus. 32, guilt. 33, space. 34, synchronicity. 35, unity. 36, health. 37, listen. 38, miracle. 39, help. 40, success. 41, acceptance. 42, envision. 43, relationship. 44, self-love, which looks so much like our beautiful creator. 45, stability. And 46, affirmations. What a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. And I love the artwork so much. Okay, so actually, let me just scroll back out here a little bit. Oops, not in. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yes, and it's, as you can see, gold gilded. And I love how it shuffles. All right, let's see what messages come thoughtfully through today using the Thoughtful Journey Oracle deck by TJ Milne and artwork by Carrie Slack. You for this day using these beautiful cards. Let's pull a message for the collective. What do we need to know today? What message do you have for us? Whoop. Okay, thank you. Abundance, and that is card 15. Ooh, such a beautiful card. And underneath we have heal. So 10, heal. Okay. So 15. Okay, abundance. Have you ever seen the beauty of a million sunflowers blooming in a field, growing tall and always facing the sun? Just a tiny seed planted, and it evolves into an exquisite flower. It's the flower of happiness and the color of cheer. The mesmerizing field of abundant gold is a symbol of pure bliss. Keeping gratitude in your daily thoughts will open the door of abundance. Plant your own seeds of prosperity, envision your future, and keep your mind open to receiving great abundance from the universe. This card has come to you to help you understand and appreciate all that is good in your life. Abundance is a constant flow. It has no beginning and no end, as long as you are in a state of receptivity. Shift your thoughts away from what you lack to a state of appreciation. This is when you will realize the abundance present in your life. Nurture your seeds of desire and make your own everlasting field of golden bliss. The dancer in the air feels the golden glow of abundance that surrounds her. With each grateful thought, a new sunflower grows. I absolutely love that. That is so beautiful. And I'm going to read number 10. Because that's at the bottom. And I feel like the two are very, very related. Okay. So we have heal. On this life journey, you will encounter moments that may leave your heart a little heavy and your mind puzzled. Experiencing the harder emotions of life allows you to appreciate the times when you are happiest. Try to not get lost in the dark emotions, as these troubled feelings are a golden opportunity to discover more about yourself. These times are hidden lessons, concealed guidance, as well as mentors and teachers too. Allow your emotions to rise without dismissal or judgment. Feel them in order to begin the process of healing. The first step is to embrace self-love and compassion. You have drawn this card to ask yourself if you need to heal from something or someone. Is past hurt taking up emotional space and preventing you from achieving your highest potential? You must trust that life will not give you anything you can't handle, and the hard times remain until you have learned the intended lesson. Don't let the feelings you experience steal the beauty of the present moment. Look at your hurt from a different perspective, and you may find your path to healing. Begin now. Your soul knows what you need. Let it hurt, let it heal, and love yourself on this quest. The dancer is leaping high and breaking free from the poison ivy that is seizing hold of her as she dances. She is no longer bound or tied down to past hurts, as today is the day she begins her healing journey. Amen to that. Amen to that. And, you know, it's funny because I feel like in life there are some people who are more connected and are meant to be more connected to everything than others. They're the ones that feel the deepest. They are the ones that can feel what most can't. They are messengers. Often very, very much overlooked in society, because the way that they operate is very, very different from the norm. They feel things a lot heavier than most. And their journey the path is something that I'll just say this. Both of these cards add up to 25. And this year is a very pivotal year. But it's a very pivotal year for us all, because you cannot fly with one wing. And right now, we're all in a divide. You cannot bury the darkness. You cannot bury the parts of self that are toxic to self and toxic to others. You have to expose it for what it is, and you have to transmute it. And there are many who are not doing I'm a truth teller. As a Hoyoka empath, I am a truth teller. But I will tell you with all the love in my heart, not to trigger you, not to hurt you, but to make you aware. We want to always see the beauty that is around us. But in seeing the beauty, we cannot deny the darkness that is also infused. Bearing it does not work. It does not help. We've been doing that for far too long. We've been denying ourselves the truth of our existence. And when abundance isn't just for the few. We are responsible for ourselves and the choices we make, but we also have to be mindful of how the choices we make affects the greater whole. It's not a either or, me or them. It's we. And right now, there are still too many who are still stuck in this me mode. Me is important, yes, it absolutely is. And especially after years of overgiving or trauma and all of that. But it isn't a trade-off. You can't trade off. Trading off means you're crossing over to the other side. You're still overturning the imbalance. We want to bring ourselves back to center. Both in mind, body, and spirit. Both in body and mind with spirit, sorry. That is the Holy Trinity. This world of competing with one another hasn't been working. There's a reason. We're in the age of Aquarius for a reason now. It's no longer me or you. It's we. So, with all that being said, I'm going to leave it right there. I love you so, so much. I hope that you enjoyed my video and will continue to follow my journey as I continue on this path of heightened awareness and understanding of myself in this world, and developing my practice and being open and sharing my love and healing with all of you as I continue to heal myself and continue to walk this path of healing and love and authenticity. I hope that you will join me. And as I always say, I am love and so are you. As I see myself as human, I know you are too. So I hope that you will take what I've had to share with you with love, and will remember to take care of yourself and each other. And while you're at it, please don't forget about me. I love you so, so much. And until we chat again, I hope that you will always remember to live, listen, and learn. I love you so, so much. Bye, everybody.